The NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you to the sights and sounds of the game between the Browns and the Titans. So let's send you out to Nashville with our announcers, Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn.
JB, one of the premier matchups of Week 13 and a major test for the much-improved Cleveland Browns today. They meet the leaders of the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. It's the two best rushing attacks in the NFL. League leader Derrick Henry has been unstoppable. 3 touchdowns last week. And Nick Chubb, a big play machine for Cleveland. He has put himself into the elite category at his position. The playoff picture, Titans currently the 3 seed in the AFC, the Browns the 5 seed, Pittsburgh, of course, leading the way at 11-0. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Charles Davis. Evan Washburn joins us momentarily. The Tennessee Titans have been on a scoring spree of late, and you look at their offense, it's a highly effective scheme, Charles, and they have a very creative play caller in Arthur Smith.
They definitely have that, and get to know him, World, because he is emerging in a big way because he understands the weapons he has at his disposal, but he also understands how to use them to the most effective way possible. And look at this. He's very spirited in his play calling. Find a guy out in the perimeter, get it to him to open the field as he did with A.J. Brown. He's also inspired. Put your tight end in motion, bring him back, and hand it to him for a jet sweep for a touchdown. And then, of course, when you have number 22, Derrick Henry, you call plays with authority. And that's exactly what he does. Get the ball to the big man.
And CD, the Titans' depth has played a big role in their success. Last week against the Colts, David Quesenberry at left tackle, David Long Jr. inside linebacker, Breon Borders at cornerback, all delivered for Mike Vrabel in a lopsided win. As for the Cleveland Browns, this is meaningful December football. This is a big step for the Browns. They're trying to break that 18-year playoff drought. And you look at how this team is set up. It is the run game that sets the tone.
It certainly does. No different than with Tennessee, except they do it with 2 guys, but their main runner is Nick Chubb. He missed 4 games during the season, and the rushing attack fell off a little bit. But when he's around, they're as high-powered as anyone. And he runs the ball with authority, with vision, and the ability to break big runs as well.
And it's the 1-2 punch, of course, with Kareem Hunt. But without Nick Chubb in the lineup, the numbers are pedestrian. You put him on the field for Cleveland, it's a different story. They're averaging 199 games on the ground. Let's get more on the Browns from Evan Washburn.
Yeah, Ian, on the other side of the ball, a welcome sight for the Browns. The return of Myles Garrett, who missed the last 2 games after testing positive for COVID-19 on November 20th. And he was not one of the fortunate ones to be asymptomatic. We spoke with him last night, and he was candid. He had all the symptoms, and they were significant. He described it as a humbling experience, but thankfully he's symptom-free and will not be limited in this game, according to Garrett. As he put it, he's not planning on making just a cameo appearance in this one, guys.
All right, I have time for us to do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
And one of the smart things that the Cleveland Browns did, they decided to be a running team, but they're not doing it with just one runner. The second runner is Kareem Hunt, who one time led the NFL in rushing with Kansas City. And for Tennessee, Jeffrey Simmons is their first-round pick from last year. He is living up to that status. Our keys for the game, the Tennessee Titans, they do run on Diesel, and that Diesel is Derrick Henry. And for Cleveland, they need a game out of their quarterback that they need in a big way. They need big game Baker Mayfield to show up.
It is 8-3 against 8-3. Cleveland looking for respect. Tennessee trying to cement itself in the AFC playoff race. All the action coming up from Nashville. The Browns and the Titans will get things started after this on CBS. Week 13 in the NFL, and it's the 68th all-time meeting between the Browns and the Titans. We'll have the opening kickoff from Music City when we return.